Welcome to ECN Trade Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you for joining me. The Australian dollar has pushed closer to the 72-cent handle and as you can see is holding relatively well in this uptrend along with the ADX and also with the MACD, but I'm a little bit concerned with the RSI. There is a bit of bearish divergence there, so do keep an eye on that. Prompting the move up was the July inflation came in hotter than expected. The CPI rose by 1% for the month and 3.5% annually, while the trimmed mean inflation, which is what the RBA prefers to monitor, increased by 0.5% to 3.6% year on year, strengthening the case for further RBA tightening. Markets have responded quickly with expectations for a September RBA increase, rising sharply from the stronger inflation results. Attention now shifts to the US core PCE price index, which is what the Fed prefers to monitor, before Fed Chair Kevin Walsh-Jackson hold address on Friday, leaving the RBA Fed rate outlook firmly in play. So as I mentioned, the technicals, let's see how the market plays towards that top side level around 72 cents. It was seen as a rejection area back in May. We could see that again, given the fact with this RSI divergence. Well, the bit of a lackluster price action when it comes to the euro and still maintains under 117 figure 20. With eyes on the Fed this week, let's keep an eye on how this market plays. The dollar has improved slightly, recapturing the 99 handle, and with the technical slightly buckled, could see a pullback towards 115, 70.75 and reassess. Dollar yen, well, still wavers and still remains somewhat weak, and therefore could see it fall back towards its recent top call, that is around 157. A new poll shows over 50% of economists now expect the Bank of Japan to raise interest rates to 1.25% in September, compared with just 10% expecting to move this quarter in July's survey. Overall, though, the technicals are getting weaker, so let's see if the market can play another down test. Sterling, well, also wavering around that key area, that is around 136.5. And if it continues to play out this pattern and the RSI does drop, then I feel the call will be back towards the region of 135.45. A little bit of a pause here when it comes to gold after reaching close to the highs of 4,700. The pullback has given a little bit of ease, and also the fact there is a bit of divergence with the RSI, but the ADX is still holding somewhat strong to the bull trend. If we do see a pullback, well, we could be looking back towards this level around 4,500 and reassess. And oil dropped rather suddenly overnight, back towards $80 a barrel and more than 3%. Overall, though, the market may find a little bit more weakness to $77 a barrel, but overall, technically weak. Let's see if it comes into play. Well, that's a wrap. Thank you for joining me. As always, look out for the interest report. I hope you're on a great start to the day.